If you're watching this video, I imagine you're feeling fearful, you're searching for answers, and you want to know how you can boost yourself and your immune system to not get infected more than just wearing a mask and washing your hands. And I was watching the World Health Organization and listening to the advice that they were giving, and I've got to be honest, they really didn't give much at all in regards to helping people tackle a virus which is life-threatening. So I'm here today to be able to give you some of the best advice that I have found out, that I've done on myself to tackle viruses. Now, why can I speak to you about this? Well, very simply, I got infected by a virus 2 years ago. Now, it wasn't the coronary virus, but it was something different. And the virus that I had knocked me out for 6 weeks. So 6 weeks, I didn't work, I didn't do anything. And I was so scared that it could happen again that I researched and I did everything that I could to understand viruses better and to understand how we can protect ourselves so that we do not get infected. So that is what this video is going to be about. I'm going to put tips in the description, some images to allow you to dive in deeper. And this is going to be a video just to briefly explain all the different things that you want to be looking into in order to best fight against any sort of infection that could take place. Now, the first thing to know is, as you're probably aware, viruses can be in your body, but you won't see the side effects maybe 3 or 5 days down. So this is something that I would recommend to be doing now to boost yourself, just in case, so that your immune system is built, so no matter what happens, you're ready. So the first thing, as I've mentioned this, is boosting your immune system. Your immune system is the response that you have when a virus attacks. What happens is your body produces all your white blood cells, and they go and they sort of engage the virus. Now, what happens if we have a weakened immune system is our bodies get overwhelmed quick and we can't fight back. Imagine your white blood cells being the sort of bodyguard. Now, what you don't know is that 80% of your immune system is in your gut. 80%, which means that you need a healthy gut in order to be able to fight off all the virus and the bacteria that are happening at present. So the question is, how do you boost your gut? Because if that's 80% of your immune system, if your gut's healthy, you'll be healthy. So there's a few things to consider. First thing, taking a daily probiotic. Taking a daily probiotic to allow you to get the enzymes needed to be able to boost yourself, to be able to digest things properly and actually get that gut going to allow you to also fight off antibodies as well. There's also things like exercising for 15 minutes at least per day. You want to think about maybe getting a colonic, sort of flushing everything out and allowing your sort of gut lining to rebuild. You want to be drinking lots of water. So there's certain things that you can do that will really help boost your immune system. That's the first and one of the most important tips. Next, alkalize your blood. Now, what do I mean by this? Let's imagine that we have our road, right? Just like in Shanghai, you've got some roads and they're blocked full of cars. It's the same as your blood. So your blood, imagine it being a long line like this. If there's lots of cars on the road, traffic moves slowly. If we want you to be efficient in fighting a virus, we need these cars to be going as quickly as possible, no traffic. Now, what happens when your blood is acidic is that your blood starts to clot. It starts to create traffic jams in your system. So you can imagine that if you've got lots of traffic jams in your blood, your white blood cells can't get to where they need to be very quickly. You won't be very efficient with regards to how quickly your blood flows through your body, which is going to affect you in a negative way. So this is what you need to do. You need to increase the pH of your blood so it's slightly alkaline. This means that you can fight off disease so much easier. Right? Disease can't exist in an alkaline body. I'm telling you now, this is one of the most important things. It's how people have helped themselves cure cancer because they're alkalizing their systems. So there's a ton of stuff that you can read on this. I'm going to put an image below that you can read, and you can look at all the foods and how they turn acidic in your body and what don't. A very brief overview: if you're having lots of animal meats, processed foods, everything fried, that's going to be very acidic. More alkaline is looking into fruits, nuts, vegetables, lemon, spinach, all those sorts of things will alkalize you, and it will give you the boost in immune system. It will help your blood. It will help you in so many different levels to fight off against any virus. So you've got to make sure that you alkalize your blood. Okay, number 3, let's see what we got here. Right, cold showers. Cold showers are amazing. And let me explain why. When you go from a warm shower to a cold shower, what happens is you have your blood and it starts to dilate. And what this does, it allows your blood to flow more efficiently through your body, right? In essence, you're allowing yourself to circulate your white blood cells faster. So once again, you have a faster response. So how do you do this? Right, there's a couple of ways to do it. You can have a cold shower and just go straight cold and then warm up. The easiest way that I know a lot of people do is you have a warm shower and then do cold for 30 seconds, then back to hot. Cold for 30 seconds, then back to hot. And that's one of the ways to sort of implement this into your routine and to be able to do something daily, once again, to sort of boost that immune system up so that you can tackle any response. Right, 4. Very simple, get more sleep. When your body is fighting an infection, you want to make sure you're sleeping well. So a few tips on sleep, you can read them below, but here's a quick few. Go to bed the same time every night. Avoid stressful things before bed. Don't eat 2 to 3 hours before you go to bed. Right, that's really, really important. And the last one is avoid really bright lights in the evening because it'll affect the body producing melatonin and you won't be able to fall asleep as quick. Okay, pretty simple. Next, foods to avoid. Do not eat these foods if you want to be healthy, right? Dairy. When you look at dairy food, it's one of the most acidic of foods, so it's going to affect your blood. And if it affects your blood, it's going to create blockages and you won't be able to do anything. It also affects your gut because many of us can't consume dairy very well. It creates mucus, right? So dairy, avoid that. Next, gluten and wheat, that's got to go. Coffee, that is acid forming, get rid of it. Sugar needs to go, animal protein needs to go, alcohol needs to go, fried food needs to go. A lot of fish, salmon's pretty good, but things like sea bass, things like swordfish, tuna, you want to avoid that just in case it has a lot of mercury in, especially having this on a daily basis. Maybe once a week, twice a week's okay, but you don't want to be having it any more than that. And last thing is processed food. I'm sorry I'm not talking about this more in depth. I just want to be able to give you the information. You can look it up yourself, but I'm telling you now, if you trust me and if you understand this, you want to avoid these foods. It will have a massive difference to you and your health. Okay, next, get some sun. You need to get some vitamin D, right? Minimum is about 15 minutes per day. I totally get in China, it's quite difficult to get sun. So take a vitamin D supplement daily. A lot of people are deficient in vitamin D. Once again, this is another opportunity just for you to boost yourself up so that you can fight off any sort of disease or virus that could occur. Okay, this is so fundamental. Most people forget it. Drink more water. Whilst I do that, I'll have a sip myself. So how much water do you think you need to drink in a day? Simple formula for you. You need to have 1 liter for every 50 pounds you weigh. So for myself, I need to have about 3.5 liters of water minimum a day. So this is 1 liter. So I need to have 3.5 of these minimum, absolute minimum per day. This will help flush everything out. Now you may be thinking, oh Ben, but I'll need to go to the toilet so much. It doesn't matter if you need to go to the toilet so much. This is just healthy. This is just like, this is not rocket science, but I'm telling you now, if you start to have this water, it'll allow you to flush everything out. It'll be so much easier. Next, right, you already know about this. Keep your hands clean, wear a mask, make sure to use alcohol or soap when washing your hands. Very simple. Number 9, positive emotions. Now, you probably think, why am I saying this? Let me explain. When we're in a stressed and fearful state, we're often in a fight or flight response. What this means is it's more likely for us to get stressed. We are constantly on edge. You want to be allowing yourself to experience positive emotions because you'll be in a better state to deal with any issues that occur, right? So positive emotions, how do you do this? Think about meditation, think about gratitude, think about doing things that make you feel good. It's really, really important. Last thing, number 10, activate your lymph system. Did you know that you have got 3 to 4 times more lymph than you do blood? Isn't that crazy? So what on earth is lymph? Why haven't you heard of this before? Lymph is basically the way in which your body flushes out toxins, okay? So your lymph is vital, like fundamental importance to help you get rid of infection. Now the question is, how do you activate your lymph system, right? One of the things is exercise, doing both strength training and cardio. One of the ways that I love is rebounding. This is where you have a small trampoline and you jump up and down on it each day for about 10 to 15 minutes. And once again, that's activating your lymph system and allowing you to sort of flush everything out. Last thing is, get a massage. Once again, drinking water also helps your lymph. So I really hope you found this video helpful. It's just everything that I've put together that I've learned from viruses. Please, please, please share this with anyone that you can think will benefit. And if you've got any questions, please let me know and I'm more than happy to answer. I wish you the best of luck in tackling the virus. My thoughts are with you, and I look forward to answering any of the questions that you have.